Today we're going to do partial products, part 2. So in this part, we're going to talk about how, again, we're still using partial products. We're just going to solve it looking a little bit different. This way will look very similar to traditional multiplication. So it should look familiar. Like I said, it just has a little bit of some tweaks to it. So we have 52. I'm going to rewrite it so it looks up and down. So 52 times 34. So same way we did with the box method, we're going to start with the ones and we're just going to multiply again, making sure we understand that it's the ones place and then over here is the tens place. So 4 ones times 2 ones, so 4 times 2 equals 8. And I'm writing it over, a little bit over here so that I have some room and my columns line up when I go to add. Next I have 4 ones times 5 tens, which is 50. So 4 times 50, which is 200. And then I have 3 tens times 2 ones. So 3 tens is 30 times 2 equals 60. And then finally I have 3 tens times 5 tens. So 30 times 50, which equals 1,500. And then my final step is I'm going to add these all together. So I have 8, 6, 5 plus 2 is 7, and 1. So 1,768. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to pull it up a little bit so you can see it. So I have my next problem then is 68 times 24. So we're going to complete it using the same method. So we're going to do 4 ones times 8 ones, which equals 32. And then we have 4 ones times 6 tens, so 4 times 60, which is 240. Finally, we have 2 tens times 8 ones, so 20 times 8, which equals 160. And then our last one is 20, so 2 tens, so 20 times 6 tens, which is 60, so 20 times 60. And this will give us 1,200. Our final step then is to add all the partial products together. So we have 2, that's 10, 13, carry our 1, regroup. 2 plus 2 is 4, and that's 6, 1,000. So 1,032. 1,632, excuse me. I always make sure that the kids are understanding the vocabulary as well, so ask them if they know what partial products mean. Hopefully they tell you that it just means that there are several parts of the product and then you, in the end, add them together to get the final product. And that's really what partial products is. It's breaking it down into the smaller products, the smaller multiplication problems. We can still do this even with a 3-digit times a 2-digit. It does get a little bit big with some of the numbers, but it is definitely still doable. So we're going to start with, again, our ones place. So 6 ones times 2 ones. So 6 times 2 equals 12. Then we're going to do 6 ones times 1 10. So 6 times 10, which is 60. And then our last one for this digit is 6 ones times 100, or 100. Then we'll move on to the tens place. We have 3 tens, which is 30, times 2 ones, and that comes to 60. Then we have 3 tens, which is 30 times 1 10, which is 10, so that's 300. And then finally we have 3 tens times 100. Which is 3,000. And our last step again would be to add these all together. So we have 2, 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 1 is 13, carry our 1. We have 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Regroup again, 3 plus 1 is 4. So that's all I have about partial products part 2. So it's just slightly a different way of looking at it, but hopefully you can start to understand conceptually what's happening with multiplication and what the kids are trying to also learn. look for the next video that's about just basic multiplication using the standard algorithm. Thank you.